yesterday. It was a day in which I did absolutely nothing. If anybody asked me what I was doing, I would have said creating, which is a hell of an easy out.
Plan every day's activities, both your business and personal life, in estimated hours and minutes. Tomorrow will be now when we reach it. There is no tangible past or yesterday, only memory.
Memory is invaluable.
No time is money. You know, it's a good expression, but it doesn't really mean anything. Time's a big pain when you're waiting for somebody. Fool I am.
How you spend your time, how you organize it, is the difference between success and failure. It gives one man time to spare while another man never has time enough.
We're going. God! Shit!
Save it.
Pulse, pressure, blood count, body function normal.
What is really essential? Don't commit yourself to doing the same task in the same way, day after day, merely because that happens to be the way it has always been done. An irreversible river, the events of yesterday, the plans for tomorrow, and the elusive fleeting instant we call now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Throughout recorded history, many men have described time.
Few have understood it.
You spend your life bumper to bumper, exhaust fumes hitting in your face. You're so mad you're chewing the steering. You spend your life bumper to bumper, exhaust fumes hitting in your face. You're so mad you're chewing the steering. I wanted my kids to have a nice home, good education. That's the reason I moved out to the suburbs. That's the reason I put up with all this ridiculous. I wanted my kids to have a nice home, good education. I didn't want them to grow up like me. I think she buys instant garbage. Instant garbage. You add a little water, you got all. I think she buys instant garbage. Instant garbage. You add a little water, you got all the garbage. She buys instant garbage. Instant garbage. You add a little water, you got. She buys instant garbage. You add a little water, you got all the garbage you need. Why aren't you like the rest of the neighbors? They all look alike you. Why aren't you like the rest of the neighbors? I don't want to be like the rest of the neighbors.
You got profit power. You now have more good ideas than you will ever use. Ideas that sell.
Avoid bringing up anything new. Repeat and reinforce your main idea. Your main idea is to sell.
Ideas presented on a one-to-one basis. All you have to do is hit with the right idea.
Things will get dark. It will seem as though there's no longer any reason to continue. Everything in you will tell you to give up, to quit trying. And it's right here that the men are separated from the boys.
Doctors took the brain out of his head, brought it into the laboratory, and began to experiment with it.
By controlling your mind, you can control your destiny here on Earth.
Does my TV set use more electricity than an electric chair?
Yes.
Television, oh boy, I'm gonna be rich.
Yes.
How can I tell how many customers will order chicken burgers today? I'm not a magician.
Why are chicken burgers such a problem?
I figure you believe you're descended from an ape, you're gonna act like an ape.
Look man, act man. Accept your liabilities. Cultivate your asset. Cultivate your asset.
You're gonna act like an
Cultivate your asset. Cultivate your
ape.
asset.
You're gonna act like an ape.
Cultivate your asset. Cultivate your asset.
You're gonna act like an ape.
Cultivate your asset. Cultivate your asset.
You're gonna act like an ape.
Those were the most delicious, delectable, almost indecently perfect pancakes.
For many years, doctors have tried to find out if there's a difference in people's brains. You have all the brains you will ever need. You have all the brains you will ever need.
I wanna start living. Yeah, living, not just having it made. I wanna suffer a little.
I don't think that's so funny.
Please, sir, let us in on some of your wonderful secrets, and I'm sure you must have many.
More civilized people eat their pancakes with lemon. Eat their pancakes with lemon. Eat their pancakes with lemon. More civilized people eat their pancakes with lemon. Eat their pancakes with lemon. Eat their pancakes with lemon.
Make sure you look neat.
Oh, yeah.
Bicycles don't get stuck in traffic. Bicycles don't get stuck in traffic. Did you ever think of that?
Did you almost turn back with fright? Did the wonder of it make you waver for one breathless moment?
Hollywood, he's too stubborn. Look, you can take the actor out of Hollywood, but can't take the Hollywood special election. His special election will cost taxpayers 80 million. Give or take a few that they all put in their pockets. Homie, get a clue about Republican politics. And my homeboy Howard Dean, well, it's filibustering ass. He'll make me go vote independent. A very long shot for it to win, and that's a shame. So I'm limited to just playing the game.
I must assume that you have played the game before, and that you know a little something about it. So now, many people think there are new rules, and you can't win.
They don't know they can have what they want, and since they don't know this, they never really decide on anything.
The rules are the same as before, and you can win now. And you can win now.
Look, I wish the world would let me be what I wanna be. Not a poster boy for Reebok, Adidas, or Nike. Not a poster boy for Cadillac or Mercedes or any other big money conglomerate company. I don't need the military fronting me. I'll sit in jail before I answer the draft. That's on me. Now why in the world would I go to war for a country that lets its citizens gun each other down in the fucking street? I'm no saint, and I'll go hard in the paint for my family. For real, it's just a man in me. Look, but if I tell her no, we won't be getting that house or that whip or that dress. A whole nother mess. Keeping up with the Joneses is hard work, especially if you don't work. Hey yo, this thing won't work, sugar. I ain't no jerk, sugar. Church sugar's what you need. You need to deal with your greed, your stank attitude, and your selfishness, your funny little ways, and whatever else it is. Because my name is Big Low Trick, and you can fuck off, bitch. Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Remember, luck is preparation plus opportunity. Share, remind me.
About Obama, told my mama I'ma talk even when I meet drama. Emailed my congressman standing with a camera. Landlord don't know the meaning of a nail and hammer. The only thing is power since money is eternal. My sins are forgiven, don't need to be a general. Rallying in front of Lincoln, raise my medical marijuana box before leaving. I'm marching and I'm leading, I'm running and I'm bleeding. Knocked out by pressure of the rubber bullet leaning. Caught but I'm breathing, all when Bush looks surprised in the evening. Tell me who's the reason a government shows its front teeth. Avoid the answers and give him what's brief. The look says it all like Fidel with a cigar. Like protection for the Prime Minister car. The sky will reveal the second planet at night, and it still will be a power struggle in sight with all of their might.
You and I can be happy. Not just now, but for the next 20 minutes. Ellen, you won't hate yourself in the morning. You can sleep till noon.
When I was easier she is to pet.
Everything begins with an idea.
They had put their trust in the Lord.
Man can create anything he can imagine.
Now do the things I have told you.
For 3,000 years, men gazed at the far-off moon and dreamed of going there someday. Riding in a carriage drawn by swans, wafted magically on the rising dew from some enchanted meadow.
Говорит Москва. Работают все радиостанции Советского Союза.
There is something sad in this idea of a lonely Superman struggling desperately to advance his own purposes in a universe that he can neither conquer nor comprehend.
S'il vous plaît, dessine-moi un mouton.
Walk in space. For 10 minutes, he floated outside of his spacecraft at the end of a slender lifeline. Pounded away at the moon and delved into the secrets of the red planet Mars.
I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity.
You better believe it, Star Buddy.
Climb down from our spaceship and walk on the surface, and then we can return to the planet Earth.
But it was all just a dream, all purest fantasy.
As we now live in the most critical time ever recorded in history,
They weren't shooting at me at all.
People had been killed, another 926 injured. By this time, violence was not new. 30 million people were without power. People without power. People without power.
Wall Street owns the country. It is no longer a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, but a government of Wall Street, by Wall Street, and for Wall Street.
Its ambitions in business and diplomacy became imperial. Fascinated by size and power. Vast industrial combinations or trusts threatened the existence of smaller businesses. Great power was concentrated in the hands of few men.
President of the United States be, and he hereby is, directed and empowered to use the entire land and naval forces of the United States to such extent as may be necessary to carry these resolutions into effect.
Are you an American?
Sind Sie Amerikaner?
I am an American.
Ich bin Amerikaner.
I do not understand you very well.
Our nuclear weapons will be used with wisdom.
How can we be powerful enough to wipe out a whole planet? Still be so helpless.
If I decide to hit and perhaps kill another man myself, then I must be prepared to accept the moral responsibility. If I give the government the right or the means on my behalf to kill people of another country, then the situation is no different. I must again myself accept the moral responsibility.
Technically and intellectually, we are living in an atomic age. Emotionally, we are still living in the Stone Age.
This is nuclear war. 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 Is nuclear war.
as from 12 noon today, the central government will cease to function.
You never start with a group of people saying, we have to form a government, what's it going to be? A king is nearly always addressed as Sir, Sire, Father. Some king might succeed who was rather weak in the head. One way and another, monarchy gets weaker.
Our struggle needs and demands this potentially mighty force.
It may take some little time before people at large realize that they have the power to do what they like.
But the vast run of mankind will prefer power, status, and wealth.
I'm beginning to have doubts about the wisdom of
power, status, and wealth.
To at least the poor, the whole doctrine of equality seems to make nonsense if the political equality is matched by this terrific inequality of wealth and security and comfort.
Mobilize, march forward to people's power. All of us together as comrades in struggle. All of us together as comrades in struggle. Our task is to make government impossible.
In effect, the state has disintegrated into a patchwork of independent small territories. They still have the wealthy and the middle class and the poorer people and the very poor indeed.
Well, then, do we come to the end with democracy? Democracy presumably can only reproduce itself with more democracy, biologically, or is there some principle in democracy which leads to even further change?
The principle in democracy is one tending first towards socialism and from that towards chaos. And the chaos, in its turn, produces dictatorship. And so that brings us back to a single form of rule and tends to create monarchy. And so we're back where we started.
One to the few, to the many, then back to dictatorship, the rule of the one, ultimately consolidating itself as monarchy.
And so we're back where we started. You never start with a group of people saying, we have to form a government, what's it going to be?
I am sure as long as we live in this great country, we will have everything we need. What does a person need? 3 meals a day, a place to sleep, clothes on his back, and a quarter in his pocket. We may not have everything we want, but that is also good, because once we have everything we want, we have no further desire to live. Think that man is an animal? But my dear friends, there is all the difference in the world between an animal and a person. The individual, first of all, has a mind. Because he has a mind, he is able to think. This the animal cannot do. Because man is able to think he has a future, the animal has no future. The reason, therefore, that we are here on this earth is...
John Cena's got thugonomics, Ronald's got Reaganomics. The Bush family legacy don't mean shit to me. Bill Clinton pulled us out of debt, Bush pushed us back in it, and the governor of California's all on the terminate. Now one of the greatest lies ever told by America was the landing on the moon to win the space race. Now we got the feds surrounding the city of Compton just because Big Lofi's told the truth on them in their fucking face. If we landed on the moon, why we never went back? Thinking it's so easy, nigga, China never did that. Wanna know how I know there never was one? They still spend our tax dollars on Area 51. Economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking action for their own lives. It didn't mean shit to me, but the fucking economy in a tailspin. Designed for us not to win. Economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking control of their own lives. Economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking action for their own lives. Niggas is life, will sit on their life. I don't know what's worse, but I'm the first to let the government know it's been why fucking this economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking control of their own lives. Their own lives, y'all, their own lives. Haters beg to differ, but they listen to me whisper about the meth, the weed, the sherm, the cane, the city, the state, house, the senate, political lies and the shame. Enough blames to go around. The oil for food program, the son of Kofi Annan. I'm in the Constitution so that foreigner could run before the ink was dry on the ballot. He already won. Big old thieves and all strategics. The time is now. I seize it. Better believe it. First conceive it, then achieve it. It's a lot of us niggas who ain't being the fathers that we know that we could be. We should be. Comprehend me. Gotta pull back what's in me. Cause black on black in me is a motherfucker. We the suckers cause we still killing each other. White on white, white collar crime. Halliburton and rhyme. White on white, white collar crime. Kid behind and time delay. Pay to play. Lost his ass to mayor's race. Disgrace his fam. Mr. Time delay. What more can a Democrat say? We get the message. At the door we should check his ethics. We get the message. At the door and check his ethics. Economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking control of their own lives. Economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking action for their own lives. Niggas and slice, bullshit all their lives. I don't know what's worse, but I was the first to let the government know it's them who I fucking despise. Economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking action for their own lives. Cell phones and all star, road jacking up Boost Mobile. The government's hypocrisy is global. Yo, bust one time for the Bush machine, bust one time for the George Bush regime, whose total focus was Saddam Hussein. Conquered it at the expense of the Twin Towers and the hostages. U.S. cutting tough with Afghanistan and Iran and Osama bin Laden. Our president shut the airports down for them to get out, just like the documentary's talking about. How much of a naive nigga do you want me to be? I'm 2009 real, not a Bill Cosby. To tell the truth, I feel Bill, kill Bill, like my nigga Shakes. I mean, bust one time for the gang green. Economics, taxes, corruption, gaps between the rich and poor, consequences of people not taking action for their own lives. It didn't mean shit to me, but the fucking economy and a tailspin. Decide for us not to win.
Yeah.